Okay, hey guys, TheGamingGeek here and welcome to this video. I'm here in the Uplay Lounge. We're going to be going over some of my favourite things from Ubisoft at E3. Now, to start off with, I'm here in the Uplay Lounge. This morning I got to play 3 games, so let's go over them first of all. So the first one is Valiant Heart. Now, this is a really cool little game that's been put together to celebrate the anniversary of the First World War. Now, this game is like a 2D platformer, there's a lot of puzzles in it, and there's this cute little story. You have a little dog that helps you. It's a really, really nice story, and it's really cute, but it's definitely a puzzler, so if you like puzzle games, you like platforming games, then definitely check it out. I'll have some gameplay for you soon, so stay tuned for that. Basically, yeah, the scenery looks really cool, the art style is just brilliant, I do love it, it's a really nice game, and it's not something that I'm going to go out and buy, like, you know, straight off the shelf, but it is definitely something that's caught my attention and something that looks really good and also plays very well, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Now, the second thing I played at the Uplay Lounge was The Crew. Now, this is a game I saw back at Eurogamer last year, and every time I get a chance to play it, it's playing better and better. It is really running awesome at the moment, and I got to play against 4 other people, so there's 4 of us, sorry, in total, and we got to play like sort of a free roam sort of bit. We got to change some customization on the cars, and we also got to do a few races, so expect gameplay from that soon. But in terms of the game generally, like, the map is so open. You can literally go to lots of different areas of the US. You know, you've got some snowy areas, you've got desert areas, you've got cities, you've got LA, you know, you've got so much going on there. It's such a diverse map, and it is massive, it really is. So if you like exploring areas, if you like exploring, you know, large maps, then you're going to love this. You know, just going for long drives, I can see that working really well. You know, just get a group of us together, get a crew of us, you know, go on there and just explore sort of the landscape, go on big road trips. It'll be awesome. But in terms of customization, I know this is something that in the racing community that guys are really wanting. Need for Speed has been lacking in that recently. You know, I'm someone who literally was brought into this sort of gaming world through the genre of racing, so it's something I'm definitely big on, and it's something that is close to my heart. So to see more customization here, to see you can change your engine, you can change, you know, visually, you can change how your car looks, put stickers on it and things like that. You can do a lot of customization here. So you guys that want customization in a racing game, you guys are going to love this. And also what I like about it is that it's not too serious as a racing game. You can have, you know, people of different sort of levels, people with different interests of racing, play this game and have a good time. And if you enjoyed Burnout, I don't need to sort of closely relate those two together, but if you did enjoy Burnout, you're probably going to enjoy this game because it is just such fun, and it's so, you know, just an arcade sort of racing game that you can just get your teeth into and enjoy. You know, it's not something that's going to make me not buy, Gran Turismo or buy, you know, the Serious Forzas, not Horizon now, the Serious Forzas, you know, but it is something that I'm going to buy, you know, to play with some friends, play online, and it's just a great, fun game. Now, the third game that I played at the Uplay Lounge was Far Cry 4. I will have also some gameplay of that. It won't be my gameplay, but I will have some gameplay of that coming up soon as well. Basically, there's one sort of level, but you get 3 ways that you can actually play it. You can use a helicopter, you can go all guns blazing by putting like a C4 on the door, blowing that up, or as people are calling Elephant Simulator, you can go in on top of an elephant, go straight in on there, kill a few guys, and it's really cool. So it depends how you want to go in there. Do you want to go and start on a helicopter, go there really, you know, hilariously on an elephant, or just going all guns blazing? But it's a really difficult game. I literally got killed a lot of times and died a lot of times, and so it's a very challenging game, but it's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously at the same point. It's definitely got that sort of Ubisoft humour in there, which is always nice to see. If you guys are a fan of the Far Cry series, I think you're going to really enjoy this. You know, I was a bit sort of wary when I first heard about Far Cry 4, because to me it doesn't seem like it's been a long gap between Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4, but having played it, that's really sort of assured me, and the game just plays really nicely. You know, we're only seeing it in early stages at the moment, only a small little demo, but it's still playing nice. The graphics look amazing. When I was in the helicopter, I sort of had a look around the whole sort of world, and it's really quite breathtaking. So guys, if you are a fan of Far Cry, I think you are going to enjoy this, rest assured. You can take my word for it. Now, in terms of what I played at the convention, well, not really so much play, but so much got to see, because that's the thing with the E3. You get to see a lot of stuff because things are early builds. You don't actually get to play an awful lot of stuff. So in terms of what I saw, now you guys, of course, Assassin's Creed, you guys went on to me, make sure you go and see Assassin's Creed, and I did go and see Assassin's Creed. Now, I was the sort of person, I was into Assassin's Creed early on, and then I sort of lost interest sort of in the middle because I just felt it was a little bit so repetitive, and I wasn't enjoying the gameplay so much. But Unity is really really sort of awesome looking. It's just grabbing my attention again. This whole co-op element is something that I've been wanting for a little while, and the fact that you can just go on with some friends, there's so many possibilities. Rather than just having that grind through lots of enemies on your own, you can jazz it up a bit. You can have one guy jump off a building, go down, kill someone. You can really organize yourself. You can go really strategically and go, oh, you go in this side, you go in this side, go this way. Or you can literally just dive in and have some fun with it. It's looking really cool. I got to see sort of 2 demos there at E3, and it looks awesome. And I really have high hopes for it. Hopefully I can get my hands on it soon. Now, the next game, a game that I have been wanting to see more of and actually play, but unfortunately I couldn't play, is The Division. The Division is looking amazing right now, and it's a game that's literally up there with some of my most anticipated games. It's just so pretty, and the gameplay element is so cool. I like how, you can sort of do this sort of snapshot back where you can use phones and security cameras to actually see sort of like elements of what's happened. So if you're in a tube station, you can see this sort of tube train, you can see what happened on the day, you can sort of go back in time and sort of restructure the events. It's really, really cool. I can't remember what film it is, but it reminds me of a certain film where they sort of went back and resaw stuff. I can't remember what it is now. It's going to bug me, but yeah, it looks really cool. We saw a gameplay element which you didn't see in the live stream on the E3 conference. Basically, they had 2 players playing co-op on the map, going through killing some guys, but they also had someone on a tablet device using a drone above, and this thing is really well integrated into the game. They actually showed, as the drone was being moved on the tablet, which you could see on screen, you could actually see the drone in the actual game itself with the co-op players moving pretty much dead on with what the guy was doing, so it's really accurate. And I just like the element that you could be up there watching people. You can spot enemies for the players. You can also throw sort of, I think it's either like a stun or like a smoke grenade, and you can put that in there and really help out your team. And I just love that element. I love that second screen that, if I don't really want to play some, the game sort of seriously right now, I could just go in, just chill out a bit on my sofa and just help out some of my friends. And in fact, that looks really cool. It works out really well at the moment. And also, there's something I didn't know is that there's going to be different sort of regions in the city where if you can't go into that region because it has a different sort of level of contamination. If you don't have the gear that matches that level of contamination, you can't go into that zone. So if you don't have the right gas mask, you can't go into that zone because it will kill you. So there's a lot of sort of, leveling and grinding sort of, but not in a bad way. You've got to make sure you have the right kit to go to the right zone. So it's looking really good, and I'm really excited about that. Now, the final thing, the thing that caught me by surprise at E3 was Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. That game, oh my god, I used to play that when I was a kid. It's got me excited again. I got to see a bit of gameplay at E3, and it's looking really cool. I can't really say too much because literally all I really saw was what you guys saw on the stream, but it's looking good, and it's a game I've got to keep my eye on, and it's cool that you can sort of have 2 teams. One team's going to go in first, like sort of the kidnappers, and try and take this woman, and then the police got to strategically think about how they're going to get him. There is obviously another Cops and Robbers style game, which we all know by EA, coming out very, very soon, but it's very different to that. It's anyone that's going to think it's the same, honestly, you're wrong. It is quite different. Battlefield is Battlefield, and this is going to be very, very different. This is going to be far more strategic. It looks like it's a tough game. It looks, at first you think that the actual cops are going to have someone's going to come in, kill all the guys, and then take the woman. But no, it is really difficult. The robbers were giving up sort of a real hard game. They were really trying their best, and it looks like it's going to be a real tough and strategic game for all of the teams involved. So yeah, that's it pretty much from my Ubisoft experience at E3. Honestly, I think these guys have impressed me some of the most. If it wasn't for the Sims over at EA, I would definitely be all go out for Ubisoft this year. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like the video if you have enjoyed this content. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. This was Drink Tea and Game On.